Hey guys, so we were just talking a little bit about these developments with this tanker, and I wanted to just go and say what I think is the possible scenarios that could come from this. Zuby's cleaning here in the background. Um, the first one, and I would expect this to happen. See, the U.S., when they do one of these false flag things in the past, they usually, it's like within 24 to 36 hours, there's a response to the offending who they claim to be the attacker, who the enemy is. In this case, they're saying it's Iran that bombed these tankers, and so you would expect that by Saturday there would be some type of military offensive physically. Or the rest of the world knows that the U.S. operates this way. It has operated this way in the past where it's turned its back on its former partners so that it could steal all of their natural resources, Iraq, Iran, or now it wants Iran, Syria, and so forth. But it's butting heads with China and Russia because China and Russia and India and Turkey have made massive investments in some of these countries, Iran and Venezuela. And they can't do business without Iran and Venezuela's oil, cheap oil. That they don't have to pay for in U.S. petrodollars that are backed by their crappy currency that nobody wants anymore. So the rest of the world knows this. The U.S. is dying. And it would be very easy. So this is the scenario where Russia attacks preemptively, and maybe Russia and China were behind the torpedo. I mean, put that out there as a notion. And here's the line of thought. They know that the U.S. is going to do something. They sent the aircraft carrier there, and now they've got these tankers blowing up. So their plan is to not allow them to bomb their investments in Iran into oblivion and to preemptively strike. And now the Poseidon missile that Russia has that is capable of creating a tsunami-like event, they're claimed to have quite a few of these, quite a few meaning maybe 50. And I think just one of them, Google a video on it, the Russian Poseidon, and it's stealthy and it's like a mini submarine torpedo. And it's not manned. Think of it like a drone is how I understood it. It's like a drone that they can just kind of drive where they want to drive it, and probably use aerial reconnaissance to maybe get a little deep here to see if there's any enemy threats around. And so this thing could just slip. That's what supposedly the technology is. The U.S. is supposed to be engulfed in something, and it's supposed to be destroyed before the end comes, before the rapture. Ephraim is laid to waste, and she is, in 1 hour, her plagues come, and she is done away with. So with that said, these are the scenarios. Definitely by Monday, something like this should happen. And all of these things would be a massive shift in the convergence, especially when you look at all of these storms that are heating up. The earthquakes are definitely heating up again. And all this crap about asteroids that are going to come next month, this week. Star of Bethlehem is on the 17th. I didn't know that. And did you know it's returning on exactly the same day that it did in 2015? And so that's 4 years to the day. Somebody made the connection between, yes, the 4 years, I just remembered this, the 4 years to the day of the return of the Bethlehem star, the star that pointed to Jesus coming when he was born. So to the 4 days of Jesus after he's resurrected. So that there was a delay, a seeming delay. 4 days, 4 years. 2015 was the first sign, and everybody was kind of expecting it, the Jerusalem star. So there's also an alignment with Jupiter and the moon that's supposed to be about Jesus is represented by Jupiter, and that this is a sign in the heavens. Take that as you will. But definitely the events that there are here that are happening, and there's other things that have just picked up. So I guess we'll just kind of see what happens. Where are we at? 4 minutes. All right, that's not bad. So that's about what I have. Look for something big, and if not, it's definitely headed in that way. So you guys, hope everybody's doing well. All credit to Yahuwah for any information I get that might end up turning out to be, in fact, true. This is just me looking at the things that I see and the prophecies that, as I understand them, as they're being fulfilled. Damascus, that's another one. Damascus is going to have to be obliterated here. Because the Bible says that it will be a ruinous heap, an uninhabited ruinous heap. So that's a little thing to throw in there in the end. Everybody, hope you have a good night. And hi. So, good night. Thanks, guys.